The Piano Sonata No. 11 in A major, K331, by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart is a piano sonata in 3 movements. It is uncertain where and when Mozart composed the sonata. However, Vienna or Salzburg around 1783 is currently thought to be most likely. The sonata was published by Artaria in 1784, alongside Nos. 10 and 12. Structure. Andante grazioso a theme with 6 variations, menuetto a minuet and trio, alla turca a allegretto. All of the movements are in the key of A major or A minor. Therefore, the work is homotonal. A typical performance of this entire sonata takes about 20 minutes. Movement 1 Theme and Variations. Since the opening movement of this sonata is a theme and variation, Mozart defied the convention of beginning a sonata with an allegro movement in sonata form. The theme consists of 2 8-measure sections, each repeated, a structure shared by each variation. The tempo marking is andante grazioso. It is in the key of A major. Movement 2, Menuetto and Trio. The second movement of the sonata is a standard minuet and trio movement in A major. The minuet is 40 measures long, and the trio is 52. Movement 3 Rondo alla turca. The last movement, alla turca, popularly known as the Turkish March, is often heard on its own and is one of Mozart's best-known piano pieces. Mozart himself titled the Rondo alla turca. It imitates the sound of Turkish janissary bands, the music of which was much in vogue at that time. Various other works of the time imitate this Turkish style, including Mozart's own opera Die Entwürfe 1/4 aus dem Serial. In Mozart's time, the last movement was sometimes performed on pianos built with a Turkish stop, allowing it to be embellished with extra percussion effects. The form of the rondo is ABCDEC coda, with each section being repeated twice. Section A. This section, in A minor, consists of a rising 16th note melody followed by a falling 8th note melody over a staccato 8th note accompaniment. It is 9 measures long. Section B. This section introduces new material and a melody in thirds and 8th notes before varying the A section with a crescendo before falling back to piano. Section C. A forte march in octaves over an up-arpeggiated chord accompaniment. The key changes to A major. Section D. A piano continuous 16th note melody over a broken chord accompaniment. Section E. A forte scale-like theme followed by a modification of Section D, coda a forte theme consisting mostly of chords and octaves. There is a brief piano restatement of the theme in the middle of the coda. The movement ends with alternating A and C sharp octaves followed by 2 A major chords. Relationships to later compositions. The theme of the first movement was used by Max Reger in his Variations and Fugue on a theme by Mozart for orchestra. Dave Brubeck's Blue Rondo alla turca is not based on or related to the last movement, alla turca. Original score. In 2014, a Hungarian musicologist discovered 4 pages of Mozart's original score of the sonata in Budapest's National Székényi Library. The paper and handwriting of the 4 pages matched that of the final page of the score, held in Salzburg. The original score is close to the first edition, published in 1784, but differs from later editions. These later editions have been altered over time on the opinion of scholars that the first edition was incorrect. Zolta N. Coxis gave the first performance of the discovered score in September 2014. References. External links, Sonate and AKV 331, Score and Critical Report in the name Mozart Osgabi, Piano Sonata No. 11, Scores at the International Music Score Library Project, Free scores of the Piano Sonata No. 11 at Mutopia Project, Free sheet music of Piano Sonata No. 11 from Cantorian.org.